Welcome back everyone to Paleo Pines. This is episode 25 and today we are going to tame our first carnivore. So I've been looking at a few different quests and one of them is Owen's missing journal pieces, and we can't complete that until we complete our quest with Mari first. So just to show you, this is what I'm referring to. Find Owen's 3 missing pages. We can't do this until we do Runaway Raptor. So our objective for today is to tame our first carnivorous dinosaur. Along the way, we're doing some other quests as well though. So earlier on, I was asked to get fiber and wood for Mari. And we've got some juicy poppins, which is exactly what we need for our first carnivore. So while we're in that, we are going to need to buy carnivore food. We're going to need some fences to build our pen, our gate, possibly a new dreamstone, I think, depending on what size dreamstone it needs. All this kind of stuff. So we will sort ourselves out here with some fences. I think 20 should be enough, I think. We definitely do need a gate. And do I need a small trough? How much money do we have? Not a whole lot. But let's get it just in case anyway. Max this out. Just to clear up our inventory. How are we looking here? Fiber. I thought I sold that. Right. I don't know why these are in here. Those should be in storage. We've got our poppins. Oh yes. So before we do that, we're going to go find Owen. So trade. We need 7 of these, because we already have 3. Of course they're 1 star. I hope that doesn't matter, actually. And then 2 flour, I believe. So let's just get 2, make sure we have enough money. Right. So, quests, Owen, 2 flour on 1 wood. Okay, so I'm after selling my wood, god damn it. So, I'll run home quickly, get our wood, and then we'll head over to Owen and complete this quest. Okay, so here we are. So what did he give us? Okay. Carrot seeds, spring onion seed, and potato seeds. Not a whole lot, man, to be honest, for how much we had to pay. Could we have grown the strawberries? Yeah, sure, I guess. But not all that helpful. So we will go home and sort out our inventory first. I'll cut that, obviously. Okay, we're back. Luckily, we came home first to sort our inventory because I've just realized that we have 50 carnivore food here. So that's 50. If we've 1 coleophysis, that's 50 days, which gives us loads of time to grow more crops, because although we have loads in the work, we don't have a lot of money left to be buying carnivore food. So that's a great win here, and we have a large dreamstone. So what I might do first is build the pen, because it'll just make it easier in the long run, I think. So we have cleared out a lot of space over here and over here. I did that off camera. But I think for quickness, we will just build a small pen. Okay, so our pen is created, at least a temporary one. It needs 12 meters squared in terms of space. So this should be more than enough, although we have the fiber and everything else in the way. I think this is big enough. And if it isn't, we can sort that later on. So, I believe the dinosaurs we're looking for spawn down in this area. I think we have to cross the rope bridge and then come down into this clearing where we've seen them before. I think there's 3, there's at least 2 anyway, hanging around there. Hopefully, I believe it's the right season. We are in the valley and it is spring, so that should be fine. I just hope it isn't too late in the day. I think it's sunset, or evening is what we call it, I think. Pop down here, see is there any cool dinos. Tons of rocks here to be broken. Oh, look at that. Well, that's lucky. If we did need another dreamstone, we know where to find one. So keep going on. And here we are. So, there's a rarer one here. I think this green and yellow skin is the common one. So we're gonna try to tame this guy here. Go again. Ooh, nice and easy. I can't remember how we learned the song, but we'll take it. Hopefully now this will land us in the green. I don't have anything to soothe it, other than our hands, I guess. I think that's how we calm it down. Oof. They are juicy poppins. Yes, this is what we need. We do need juicy poppins. I was thinking 2 would have been enough, but we only have 4, and that was really close. You know, it didn't go up at all. That's more like it. Okay, can we... I forget how you do this. A friend? No, I don't want to do that. So, I had a think there. There was a little bit of a pause. You guys probably didn't notice it. But if we befriend it again with another poppin, I'm expecting that it'll jump. So I decided to soothe it and then add another poppin. Just in case. Okay, a little bit more trust. I think it came up closer that time. Oh man. Last cast. So, I have given this a little thought, and since it's a raptor, seems to be highly energetic, probably snappy, we're going to call this dino Apollo. And that's because our Belgian Malinois at home is exactly that. High energy, very snappy, very nice to be around, but oh my god, he personifies a flighty raptor, so young Apollo here is going to follow us home. I think he isn't as big as Zeus, our German Shepherd, so when we tame another raptor of some sorts, maybe the rare one that spawns here during the festival, I forget the species, might be a Carnitaurus or something like that, but we will name that one Zeus, just because Zeus is a little bit bigger than Apollo. But I'm super happy with this guy. His color is really cool. Even if it is like a common... Let's check, actually. I'm sure we can. Dinos... Maybe it's in here. No pen. So he actually is rare. Okay, I was thinking it would be like uncommon rather than common, the green and yellow. This is actually a rare skin, which is cool. And his... See, Gunter here is the same color, but he's considered common compared to Apollo. So that's interesting that different species have different rarities, even though the color is the same. So I'm delighted now with that. That's really cool. There's actually more over here. I think, are they Gallimimus? No, they're Gallimimus. Is that purple, or is it just the sun? The Gallimimus. I think the Gallimimus across the water is like blue and dark blue, but it's just looking purple. That's why it's... I thought it was maybe a rare skin. But yeah, young Apollo here. This is actually how Apollo walks. If you're in the garden, this is how this guy walks, is that he'll kind of follow you, stop, chase you down, follow you, stop, chase you down. He is a lot of work. He loves to yap as well. He's a very loud dog. But he is still a puppy, so hopefully he'll calm down. But compared to a German Shepherd, they're worlds apart. You know, they are similar breeds. And Apollo actually is, I believe, half German Shepherd. And even still, half Shepherd, half Malinois. It's unbelievable how different they are. look, there's 7 years in the difference as well. Zeus is 8, Apollo is less than 1, or around 1, coming up to 1. The difference in demeanor, mentality, personality, loyalty is insane. Apollo is a great dog. He's lovely, he's very affectionate. Super attentive, so intelligent. But if I had to choose, I would choose a German Shepherd myself. Just because... literally just because of the energy levels. If you're not working this dog, he will not stop. Oh. It's unbelievable. But he is lovely, as I said. He's a good dog. So hopefully Apollo is happy here in his pen. Let's just check. Apollo has a small dreamstone. Okay, we need to fix... I got that wrong. He does seem to have enough space, I think. Just grab the dreamstone first. I'm almost out of stamina, so we'll use Lucky to get over there quickly. So, carnivore food. Thank goodness we've that carnivore food. We would really be struggling without it. It's like one of the best gifts we've received. I can't even remember who gave it to us, but it is like one of the best gifts we've received from anyone in this game. Especially after seeing what Owen gave us earlier, you know, like, I think he gave us 5 seeds, and they're not even of the same crop. You know, at this stage in the game, that's not really good enough for me. Right, so let's have a look now and make sure this guy's happy. So, has a pen, has a dreamstone, we have food in our inventory, of course. Clean pen. Does it say he has enough space, though? I always struggle with this, right? So here, it says 12 meters squared. But does it tell me the size of the pen? It does, of course it does. So the size is 30 meters squared. He only needs 12. Now, they are... is it herd is the term? Pack... Herd. Yeah, so we need 2 more to keep Apollo happy. Which could maybe be Greg, our other dog. Could be Greg and Zeus in the pen with him. We could just have 3 of the same dino, maybe. But I would like to do a special one for Zeus, because he's a special dog. So we have enough fences. Do you know, I actually think I bought 20. So we didn't even need the number of fences that we bought. But look, it's better to have them. We will use them. What else have we got here? Potatoes, carrots, and spring onion. Like, let's plant them. Why not? Anything else? Nope. We do need to move that tree. Another thing for us to do is get soup and move this tree in the corner. Because it's a little bit annoying that it didn't work the first time. So, let's just check this again. We've been through it before, I'm sure. So, soft. No, it depletes to soft. They like farm. So, I don't know, I think off camera I lifted tons of carrots out of this this patch that I'm standing on. So they go sticky to soft, and I think spring onions like sticky, so sticky to soft. And potatoes like farm, soft. Yeah, so I think this soil here is actually from carrots. That means it's gone to soft, right? I'm finding it hard to focus a little bit this evening, but carrots in this row, right? There were carrots. There's no longer carrots. So the soil has depleted from sticky into soft. So we need to find a crop that likes soft soil. For now, I don't really care. We can plant our potatoes here. And we don't have enough space for our carrots right now, but we'll just put this spring onion here. And I know it's not the right way to do it, but I'm just going to plant the carrots back in here. So I'll do that off camera just to speed it up a little bit. So, just like in real life, Apollo escaped from his pen. It seemed to have glitched out a little bit, so I've moved some things around here just to make sure it's all working. You can see the carnivore food here is actually really cool. The texture is quite cool. Um, something new to us, I suppose. I didn't get a chance to finish this last night just because I ran out of stamina. So we'll do that now. Basically, ran out of stamina, went to bed, woke up, and Apollo was standing beside me. It's honestly just like real life. And oh my god. Comedic timing, Apollo. Fair play. It's uncanny. This is exactly what he's like in real life. You think you've put him away in bed into his cage, you know, at night for his sleepy times. You turn around and the dog's standing beside you. Come on, man, go to bed. Let's see if he actually does it right, or if he's just gonna stand there. Come on, bro. He's really struggling to map this new kennel, or new pen, if you like. Yeah, so stay here. Okay, please. He's actually really cool. Like, the colors are amazing, the animations are amazing. Yeah, very new. Very, like, compared to the other animals, you know, the other dinos we have here. The animations are... He's like Hades, he's just falling asleep. They are very, very new. So, I really appreciate it. I'm really glad we did this. I am a little bit worried about providing for him, like in terms of having enough money all the time for food. But we do have 50 days to make back the money to feed him. And he's just by himself at the moment. So, that's a good thing. But look, we have achieved our objective for this episode. Before I do, actually, let's bring him to marry. We'll close the episode by doing that, and that way our quest is finished. So leave it with me. I'm gonna tend to the dinos, and then I'll join you. You can join me back when we're with Mary. Okay. Everyone's looked after, sang to, petted, fed, happy, watered. Let's roll. We have Lucky and Apollo. Apollo seems almost tired, to be honest. Like he was sleeping in his pen when I woke him, you know, when I commanded him to follow me. And even now, he's not full tilt here behind me. He's caught up to us. I wonder if these dinos fear him. Doesn't seem to. No, we just need to find Mary, who isn't here, of course. I'm just going to pick up this herbivore food. So, let's find out where she is. She's across the pond. Okay, perfect. Let's look as well. Lucky is happy. Perfect. Well, that's good news, because she has been struggling the last couple episodes. You probably noticed that I combined the pens with the other dinos, Gunter, Benji, and Layla, just so that Lucky isn't as lonely, and that seems to have helped. And I've been using her to do quests way more, you know, the last couple of days. I've done a lot off camera, so I've been clearing a lot, I've been growing a lot, selling a lot, and all while using Lucky, you know. So I think she's just lonely, and that we need to interact with her as her herd, as much as, you know, actual parasaurs. So I can't zoom in, but it doesn't appear that Mary's here. You know, we've got our usuals. So let's just see. Okay, here we are. Eventually, we made it. Let's see what Mary has to say. Cool. So, at least we got our Poppins back. Wow, I have a lot to do. 3 dinos still need attention. Okay, so make sure Apollo's following us. So that's that quest complete. Or rather, updated. So, let's see here. No, it is it is complete. Runaway raptor. So that's done. I don't think we need that clover. So yeah, we achieved our objective for today, guys. It might feel like a little bit rushed, I suppose, but I think we got lucky with having a lovely rare. You know, it's nice to have our first carnivore be a rare carnivore. We had all our food. We had enough money to buy the stuff that we needed, like the gate, for example. So it is, I think, a shorter episode than usual, maybe. But there's no harm in that either. We got a lot done today. You know, we did 2 quests, we got a new dino, new pen set up, and what I'm going to do off camera is deal with all these issues, you know. Sherman is now a helper. That's huge. I can't believe we missed that. That's fantastic. So we can now clear more material faster, obviously. We've got a couple of crops that need looking after, stuff like that. And as always, we have the space back here to clear. So I'd say we're about halfway through here. You know, we can clear this corner, deal with the rest another day. But yeah, I'm happy with our progress today. We achieved quite a lot. So I'll leave it here, folks. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.